What's up, y'all? We are back for episode 32. 32. And we're going to get into it. We're just going to get into it. I don't really have too many thoughts off the dome. But thumbs up the video. Please do that. Drop your comments down below. I'm pretty sure you will. If you are new here, you don't know, but drop the comments down below. Thumbs up the video. It helps with the engagement. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. I could possibly get it before the end of the year. Let's try and do it. But that's my goal. But if you want to subscribe, go ahead and do it. Turn the post notifications on. Myself and Movie Bay will be going live tomorrow. We're going to talk about the show. We want to talk to y'all. So try and join in. We're probably going to go live around like 8 p.m. Eastern time. So turn the post notifications on for the channel so you will be alerted whenever we go live. But enough of that. Let's go. All right. So we get back from last night, the little cliffhanger where we have the three couples that are set to be vulnerable for getting dumped. Only one couple is staying. So the Islanders get to choose the one couple that they feel are the most compatible. Rob is telling Aaron as they're deliberating that he'll see him soon. They're deliberating, saying that they don't want to lose Rob. Leah's crying. Rob is being his dramatic self per usual, telling Kayla and Aaron that if they don't choose those two, he's going to flip shit. I'm like, shut up. Just shut up. Like, be happy that you would even be considered to stay because you know those two are not compatible. They're not. If we're keeping it real in terms of the term most compatible, those two would be the last choice. Like, all the choices up there suck, but if you want to talk about most compatible, it would be Harrison Sierra. And then I would say Daniela and Rob before I would say Aaron and Kayla because they're not compatible. Like, that is literally toxicity in one couple. But Miguel ends up getting up and stating that he pretty much states the verdict. He said it was a hard decision because they love everybody. They've grown to have friendships with each and every one of them up there. But the two that they saved, they feel they have the strongest bond. They've been through the most. We all knew it was going to be Kaaron. And that's what it was. I was mad. Leah was crying because at this point you could tell she's crying so hard because she thinks Rob is about to go home. But Maura ends up letting them know that the other two are still vulnerable and at risk because there's one final lifeline, and Cassie's the lifeline. She gets to choose between Harrison and Rob who she wants to couple up with. So the girls, y'all gone. Sierra and Daniela, y'all already know y'all out of here. It's between Harrison and Rob. And I'm like, production is rigging this for Rob to stay. But then again, I was thinking about it. I'm like, Cassie wouldn't need somebody in there unless they send in another bombshell. But Cassie stands up and chooses to see, this is her reason, and she wants to see if there's a connection still there that they didn't have last season. I immediately knew it was Rob because thinking back to it last season, I don't even think she even entertained Harrison when he got there. I don't, because I think she was all over Leo at that point. But Aaron jumping up and down, like when she said Rob, he about jumped out of his seat, like sitting there sticking his tongue out and stuff. I'm like, you are in love with this man. Like, I'm like, Kayla, wake up. Like, this man shows more emotion and more affection for Rob than he ever does for you. And you're the woman that he's laying down with every night. I'm at the point now where I truly believe if Aaron could choose whose bed he wants to lay in the bed with, he would choose to go lay up and cuddle up with Rob. And I'm dead serious. Cuddle up with Rob. Because the way we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. But Daniela, she is crying. And also, and Aaron even hugged Rob before he hugged Kayla. I'm like, that's what, open them eyes, Kayla, open them. But Daniela's crying. She's saying that Aaron's a great guy and she feels bad that they were even up there because of her. I'm like, you are really delusional, Daniela. We didn't vote them up there because of you. We voted them up there because we don't like them. Like, he's a manipulator and she's stupid. Like, she does not respect herself. He doesn't respect her either. Like, they're two unlikable people. Like, that's why they're up there. They're very unlikable and they're in a couple, so it makes it easier to not want them to win. And you're up there because of how you acted on the show. But everybody starts packing up. Rob ends up asking Daniela to pull her for a chat. While she's packing, she agrees to go out there. He's pretty much asking her if she's okay. She says that she feels like she embarrassed herself in there. You should. He says that she didn't. Wrong. He says that she was genuine and went for what she wanted. And I'm like, you're the con artist. He's literally working because I swear last night or maybe the night before, he was questioning how genuine she was. But she's so genuine now. Okay, Rob. But Daniela, Sierra, and Harrison, they leave. Harrison was all there. He was there for all of what, 48 hours? Like, he is a flop. We knew he was going to flop, but this just proved it. Like, y'all literally wasted a bombshell, like wasted one. Because he didn't make any noise on the first season either. He played in Destiny's Face the first season. Who did he leave with? He left with the girl, I can't think of, I think she was Spanish. Left with her, like no noise was made, like none. But the big three is Janae, Serena, and Leah. And bitch ass and Nicole, they sitting around like they're couples. They're sitting around like the big three and their couple. And those two are sitting around talking about how Cassie had came in. Miguel's talking about how the only time his heart jumped was between Leah and Cassie. Leah's calling him a liar. Rob, and I believe that he is lying because I'm pretty sure, knowing how Miguel is and the hoe that he is, I'm pretty sure his heart rate was shooting up every time each woman came over there to him. I'm pretty sure about it. But Rob and Cassie, they're sitting down having a conversation. She's saying it's weird being back because it's different people. So she's just kind of like, it's just weird because when I was here, I was a main cast member. I got to know these people from day one. And I knew everybody that walked in that villa and got to meet everybody because she was there from day one to the end. But she said that she felt like she was disrespecting people dancing on their dues, considering the fact that they were in a couple. She ends up asking Rob about Daniela. He lets her know that he broke it off with her prior to everything that went down. She's glad because she felt like she would have felt the same way she felt just now when she said that she felt like she would have been disrespecting him. So she feels good about that, considering the fact that they're now coupled up. So they begin reminiscing on last year's concert more. She ends up asking why he feels they didn't try and talk after the show. And he said something that I literally was like, what you mean? He said, why didn't we? She said, why didn't we talk after the show? He said, because you were with Leo. I'm like, like, hello, what? And you can tell they just trying to make conversation on the show to make it seem like they might have some type of history. They didn't have any history because she was playing when she was in Cosmo. I don't even think she even talked to Rob. I think she was all over Tattoo Dude. I forget what his name was, but she was all over him. But Rob ends up saying that he wants to give Cassie the best chance that he can. I'm like, there's literally 3 days left. You're not going to build no relationship with Cassie in 3 days, please. But Cassie says that he's attractive, but she wants to see what else is there besides the looks. There's nothing there, Cassie. He is boring, like dull. But Kaaron goes upstairs to Soul Ties. The narrator was throwing shade at them, saying that they're the least compatible couple. No lies told. But they're clearly affected by the fact that they realize that they are the bottom three. They are not liked by America. We all knew that they would be affected by it too because they're literally playing to win. Kayla, I feel like Kayla's feelings for Aaron are genuine, but Aaron is playing to win, and Kayla wants to win too, which I'm not mad at them wanting to win. It's just the way that they go about things. It's clear that they're literally there to win. Kayla's there for love, to be with him, but they really are there to win. And Aaron, he's been there to win the whole time. So the way that he plays it, I just don't respect it, which is why I don't like them. But Aaron says that he's so happy that Rob is there. We know. And Kayla came out of her own mouth and says, you're more happy that Rob is here than we are. And she's laughing about it. I'm like, Kayla, wake up. Wake up. This man is in love with him, not you. Like, you should be worried about him. You was worried about Daniela, but you really need to be worried about Rob. That's the truth. But everybody else is getting ready for bed as normal. Kayla is sitting there crying again to Serena about how she feels like she looks stupid and she feels like we think that she's dumb. We do. But Cassie is telling the girls that she's happy to be there. The girls are better looking than the guys, but don't tell them that. I said, remember, Cassie, she liked girls, so she might end up trying to snatch one of them. I wouldn't be shocked. But they all head off to bed. The next morning, Janae ends up asking Kayla how she feels about being at the bottom, which I was cracking up at because you already know she's upset about it. She says that it sucks, but maybe America feels like she's taking him back too easy. Duh. It's not only the fact that you took him back too easy, it's the fact that he's literally played in your face repeatedly and you literally fold in 2 seconds. And it's like, I don't want to say that I would respect her more because I know she's still going to take him back. But even if she did what Serena did, let that man grovel. Let that man prove to you that he actually cares about you. He don't care about you because that's the fact that, and the reason why I say that is because if she actually stood on business like Serena did, she would see that he doesn't care about her. Because I guarantee you, he would not have done what Kordell did. He would have given up and kept it moving. He would have been sitting over there with Rob the whole time, waiting on her to come back to him. He wouldn't have groveled like Kordell did because he doesn't like her. He does not like her. But Aaron and Rob, they go have their conversation on the dock as usual. The first 30 seconds of Aaron talking, I had no idea what the fuck he was saying. It was funny because somebody in my comments yesterday has said that they don't understand what he be saying whenever he talks. He's British, and normally I can I can tell what British people are saying, but him, I couldn't understand a word he was saying for the first 30 seconds. So I don't know. But he then says that Leah fancies Rob a lot. We know that. Rob says, "Why do you think that?" And he says, he mentioned when Liv was crying at the thought of Rob leaving. And Rob lies and says that he would have been upset to see Leah go too. I don't believe that. You're playing the game. You know that Leah is popular, and you know that she's your best shot to win. Like, that's why you're saying that. But Rob then says that Cassie is funny and creative. Everything that he knows about her, he likes. He's not upset with being coupled up with her. Obviously, you're not, because you're still here. But the big three is Janae, Serena, and Leah. They're upstairs in Soul Ties talking. Janae ends up talking about the possibility of Leah and Rob rekindling. Serena and Janae are clearly rooting for Rob and Leah. I'm not rooting for that, but they are. But Janae ends up saying how you see the passion that Leah has for Rob, even though she's in a couple with Miguel. Serena's just sitting there looking with a cracked face like, but Leah ends up saying that she doesn't know. She's feeling bad for Rob because it's probably how he felt or how he was feeling in the beginning, the whole juggling of two options, because she's now juggling with Rob and Miguel. I'm like, he was not feeling bad about that. That's not why he was feeling bad. Like, that's not why he was feeling bad. But Leah ends up saying in her confessionals that she wanted Rob to still be there, even though that she knows she likes Miguel and the feelings are reciprocated, or at least she feels that. Janae ends up saying, like, you've been spending a lot of time with Miguel, pretty much saying, like, you've been spending a lot of time with him. Like, what is it? Leah says that she would pick Miguel, and Janae and Serena don't. They're looking at her like, bitch, please. We know damn sure if you had the opportunity to choose, you would choose Rob. We know that. But Kordell and bitch ass are sitting over there talking, and bitch ass ends up telling Kordell about how Nicole had told him in the bed, which I forgot to mention, but told him in the bed that he's everything to her. And he said that he's never felt this way about a woman the way he feels Nicole makes him feel. And he said he feels like he's falling in love with her. Do I believe that? I think I probably do believe that. Because like I said, I feel like Kendall ain't never got no play before. The way he acts when it comes to like her giving him attention is like he's never received it before. Like, he don't know what to do with a woman like actually really being like into him like that. The way he acts, it looks like it's the first time. But Kordell ends up saying that he feels the same way about Serena. We knew that. We knew Kordell was in love with Serena. But Kordell is pretty much telling him, like, hold off on saying that you love her as long as you can until you can't do it anymore. That's a good piece of advice. If you don't feel super comfortable with saying it, don't say it. Don't say it. I'm just gonna say it. Don't say it. But bitch ass then says that he can't stop staring at her and he feels like a weirdo. That's the way if you in love, that's the way you're supposed to be. Like, if you in love with your woman, you supposed to want to look at her all day. You're supposed to be like obsessed with her, not to the point where, well, I feel like a man, like I said, I feel like a man should be more obsessed with the woman than the woman is with him. If the woman is more obsessed with the man, it's never going to work. So yes, he does need to be goo eyed. Like, you need to love your woman. And I don't think he's weird for that. So if you do feel that way, good. Rob and Cassie, they're talking again. Kordell and Kendall are analyzing everything that's going on, saying that it might be the one for Rob. No, it's not. Rob says that he misses his family and can't wait to talk to them. His family lives in Alabama. His parents had gotten divorced 2 years ago. He says that it wasn't as hard for him as it was for his siblings. Cassie's parents divorced when she was 9 years old. She admires her mom. They're connecting on that. She ends up asking him how he felt about being in the bottom three. He said he wasn't surprised because he's been in the bottom the whole time. Yeah, we know. And we know the reason why. But Cassie said that she noticed that as well, obviously, because she's been watching the show. But Rob says with the Andrea and Leah thing, he wishes that he could have expressed more to Leah about the switch that he made from her to Andrea, but couldn't communicate it. I said, please, shut up, Rob. You could have communicated it. Like, saying that you didn't know how to articulate your words, that's bullshit. Like, you moved the way you move because you wanted to move that way. Just say that. Stand in it. I can't stand the like lying and trying to act a certain way when you know that's not how it is. Like, stand in your truth. Stand in the fact that you really did not like Leah and you wanted to get one up on her with Andrea, and you were physically more attracted to Andrea than you were her. But Cassie ends up saying that she likes Rob's presence. It says the silence, whenever they're like silent around each other, she doesn't feel awkward, which is very good. You like, in those moments, you have to be Your person, you should be able to feel comfortable around them when you're not even talking. That's the way I feel around my best friends. Like the people that I love and my family, I can sit around and not say a word for hours and I won't feel awkward. But he says that she's more down to earth this season than she was last season. I agree. Cassie definitely seems a lot more mature, a lot more calm. Cassie was very immature last season, but you can tell she's definitely grown up a little bit. Kaaron is still having their conversation. Kayla is saying that what is she saying? She's saying that her being in the well, no, yeah, they're having a conversation. She's saying that her being in the bottom is making her question things, even though she wants to be his girlfriend and claiming that it's stressing her out. I'm sure you are questioning it, but you're not going to do anything about it. You're still going to stay with him. So stop saying it. But he says that he doesn't cheat, and it's ridiculous. I said, yes, y'all was not in a relationship officially in this house, but y'all essentially were a couple. Y'all were moving like a couple. Y'all were moving towards being a official couple. You jumped your ass over there to Casa More because you wanted to go do what the boys was doing. Then you went over there the minute a girl was throwing that shit on you. You caught that shit. You was kissing, you was making out, and you was enjoying it. You was essentially cheating on your girl who's back in the villa crying her eyes out because she misses you. So yes, you proved that you a cheater. Like I don't doubt that he's a cheater, and I don't doubt that he would cheat on Kayla the minute he got out that villa. Because there's gonna be, we might not see it, but there's gonna be some girl in them DMs that is all over Aaron. Don't ask me why, because there are plenty of other options that any other woman could choose than to go for that dirty motherfucker. But there's gonna be somebody in them DMs waiting for her or waiting for him, and Kayla gonna have to deal with it. But he claims that he wants to prove to her how much he wants her. I said, you've had ample opportunity to do that. And you've chosen every single time to prove that you don't. You prove, I already know you've shown America who you really want. And I don't need to say it again. Y'all know what I'm saying. But Cassie and Kayla, they're talking. Cassie's pretty much talking about how she regrets last season, how when she went into the hideaway with Leo and pretty much gave him the cookies. She regrets how she rewarded him essentially for being bad, which I'm glad she's regretting it now because we were screaming at the TV like, what is wrong with you? But Cassie pretty much is telling Kayla to protect herself from the what ifs that she's having in her mind about Aaron. Basically, like, listen to yourself, like, trust your gut, like, don't do the same shit that I did. But Cassie ends up getting a text about the Mr. and Mrs. game that they're about to be playing. The winning couple will receive a special prize. It's pretty much the game where the couples get to show off how much they know each other. So they go off practicing. All the couples go off practicing. Ariana arrives. She comes in. It's time to play the game. The winning couple, the surprise is that they get video calls from their loved ones tomorrow. Janae said, I want to see Kenny's mom. And then she realized that she literally just said she wanted to see Kenny's mom. She said, I miss my mama too. I want to see her too. But she wants to see her dad. Kayla wants to see her grandma. Kordell wants to see his mom and sister so they can meet Serena. I love the fact that Kordell is not dropping his brother's name on the show because he could easily do that. But he does not mention Odell, and I love that. It's like you could tell that he wants to stand in his own presence, be Kordell. Don't get attention and love and clout off of you being the brother of Odell Beckham Jr. So I love that for him. But Kordell and Serena, they're the first couple that goes up. The first question they have is your partner's favorite vacation destination. Serena says hers was Japan. Kordell got it right. Kordell's is Japan as well. Serena got it right. I said they playing this shit smart, but they planned it. But they said that they're going to go to Japan after the show. The next question was what annoys them most about their partner. Serena says that they talked about it, and she said that his short-term memory loss is something that annoys her. That would annoy me too. Kordell ends up saying that he thought that she would have said that he snores. So they got that wrong. Kordell said that she's petty, and Serena got that right. The next question is which islander in the villa does your partner think is the most selfish? Serena says Kendall, valid. Kordell says Janae, which I was like, what? Like, what? For Serena, that's crazy. Kordell says that he thinks Miguel is the most selfish, and Miguel's like, in his confession was like, what did I do? What did I do? I don't think Miguel is selfish. I feel like Miguel is just real. Like, Miguel moves the way Miguel wants to move. Maybe that seems selfish because he's doing him, but I guess Serena ends up saying Leah because that's the only person that he raised his voice with. Next up was Kenny and Janae. They didn't get nothing right. Theirs was the partner's coffee order. Janae don't drink coffee. Kenny, she thought that Kenny don't drink coffee either. But Kenny says that he thinks that Janae's would have been black coffee. He says that he likes his coffee black. And Janae says like his women. I was dying. Janae is so naturally funny. Like she has a natural wit to her that I just love. I love it. But they got that wrong. The best kisser, Janae said Miguel because she had rated him the highest in the kissing challenge. Kenny says that he thought that she would have said Kendall. Kenny said Leah. Janae said Kayla because he got his heart rate up, or she got his heart rate up. The next one was the Islander that their partner thinks is the biggest complainer. Me and my sister said immediately, Kayla, please. If anybody say anything other than that, y'all are crazy. Janae said Kayla, and then her ass had the audacity to ask why. Bitch, be for real. Janae said you cry a lot. Like, come on now, let's be for real. Kenny said Kayla as well. And then Kenny says that Kenny said Kayla, and they got that right. Ariana said that y'all talked about this. Janae said, no, we didn't. But Janae said that she thought that he would say Serena. I'm like, Kayla is right there. Like, she's right there. If you asked anybody, any of them couples, they should have and probably would have said Kayla. Aaron would have said Kayla. But Cassie and Rob, they go up next. The favorite singer, Cassie's is Billie Eilish. Rob got it correct. Rob's is BB Doobie, whoever the fuck that is. I ain't never heard that before. But Cassie got it right. They was literally going over that when they were practicing. The Islander that gives her partner the ick. Cassie was getting it all right. You can tell she watched the show. Cassie said Kendall, real as fuck, because she said he's too energetic, aka he's fake. Rob says Aaron, that's a valid one. He gives me the ick as well. Rob claims that nobody gives him the ick because wait, no. Yeah, Rob said that he thought that she was saying Aaron, but Rob chose Janae as his one that gave him the ick. I'm like, Cassie ended up saying Leah for Rob, and Leah was not happy about it. But the next one was an Islander that is here for the wrong reasons. Cassie says because of Casa Amor, the words don't match the actions. And she said, who? Aaron. I said, exactly. Rob says himself, I'm like, that's valid too, because you definitely ain't here for the love reasons. You here for the money. But Kayla ends up saying you could have made a better response, Rob. I don't like Rob, but this was Rob's best line of the season. He said, is that Kayla complaining? I said, exactly. Like, girl, shut up. But Janae, she's in her confessional saying, thank you for calling it out. Like, you can tell they don't really fuck with Kayla like that. Like, Liv was Kayla's best friend in the house. You can clearly see that. And with Liv being gone, Kayla don't even look like she fits in the house. But Rob thinks Kendall isn't there for the right reasons. Another shining moment for Rob, because you already know how I feel about bitch ass. And he whacks him every chance he gets. He said, I feel like he's not here for the right reasons because ain't nobody that happy all the time. That's valid. I believe that too. I don't believe anybody is that happy all the time. Because I said it too. I think I said it in one of the reviews at the beginning. He's fake as fuck. But Cassie says, Aaron, that's valid too. Kaaron goes up next. Theirs is their favorite animal. Kayla says a mermaid. And Nicole's face was mine. Nicole was like, is this bitch for real? Mermaid is not an animal. And then she ends up saying, like, what'd she say? She said, if it's an animal, if you believe it, Kayla, please, please, please. But Aaron guessed it, obviously, because they practice as well. Aaron's was a dog. Kayla got it right. Their next one was the red flags about their couple. I said both of them have too many, and I'm about to list them off. Aaron is a cheater. Aaron's a liar. He's a manipulator. He likes Rob, clearly. He doesn't like Kayla. There's 5 red flags right there. Kayla, she cries too much. She's too clingy. She's delusional. She doesn't like herself. She doesn't respect herself. Like, y'all both got too many red flags, but they got theirs right. Kayla, Aaron said that she said that Aaron's a flirt. He got that right. He said that she's a people pleaser. She got that right. Miguel and Leah, they're up next. Their first question was the favorite subject in school. Leah said science. Miguel got that right. Miguel said PE, aka physical education. And Leah said that doesn't count. It's not a subject. Yes, it is, girl. It's physical education. Physical education. But she put history. So they got that wrong. The next one was the partner's biggest regret. I said Miguel don't regret shit. I said if he says anything, he's finna lie. But Leah ends up saying the way she handled herself with the Rob situation and feels that she didn't respect him. And that's where Miguel guessed. I do believe that that's her biggest regret. I don't know why she regrets it, but whatever. Miguel ends up saying that he should have chosen his words better at the fire pit after Casa Moore, and Leah got that right. Bitch Ass and Nicole go up next. Favorite movie? Nicole says hers was a movie I never watched. He got it correct. He said something I ain't never watched. She got it correct. The next one was name your partner's best friend. He got hers correct. She got his correct. His friend was named Chad. And considering what we know about his friend group, it makes sense because I ain't never met or heard of a black Chad, but okay. Actually, I'm lying. Chad Ochocinco. What? But the placements. Janae and Kenny were dead last. Cassie and Rob were in fifth place. Leah, Miguel, and Kordell and Serena tied for third. And my two least favorite couples were tied for the tie. So they went into like a sudden death tiebreaker round. And I actually want Kayla and Aaron to win this because I want to see if Kayla's family is really about shit. Because if they really about shit, they're going to denounce her bringing Rob home. Say, I disapprove of that. Disapprove of that and tell her why. And then we'll see how she moves from there. But we'll see. We're going to see if they actually do that. That would be some good TV. We'll see. But they go ahead and do their tiebreaker. Their question was the percentage of marriages that are likely to end in divorce in 5 years. Bitch ass and Nicole said 64% and Kaaron said 20%. The answer was 20%. They won. They get their family video. Like I said, it's time to see if Kayla's family is worth a dime. They're going to get a video call, but they also get to choose 2 additional couples to get a video call from their families. I just knew they was going to choose bitch ass and Nicole and Rob and Cassie, and I was about to be hot. So I was going to say Cassie don't deserve it because she just left her family. But they choose bitch ass Nicole first. Kendall runs up. Aaron hugs him around his neck. I'm like, Aaron, he does a lot of questionable things, if you ask me. Yeah, they choose Kordell and Serena, and I love that. I love that. Serena starts crying because she's excited to check on her mom who had recently just had surgery. And tomorrow one couple goes home. They trying to it's the time where we start packing everybody up. But y'all let me know y'all's thoughts down below. Please thumbs up the video, drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe if you are new, if you got all the way through this video and did not subscribe, please do that. Please do that. I will see y'all tomorrow on the live if you join. If you don't join, I will see y'all on Thursday. Peace.